Come look at me.
Okay, good afternoon, dear friends, lovers of freedom, and good people of the world. My name is Agocha Chiwendum. I am right here with you. We have our attorney at law, Bar Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, and we just want to have a brief chat with him. The year is running out, and we want to hear one or few things from him concerning the various cases he's handling for IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu. Once again, as I told you, this is Truth and Peace Right Us, and I am Agocha Chiwendum. Master, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone.
You are looking very, very handsome today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Another outfit, not your regular.
We have
outfit you're always on, today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for finding time to be with us, and also for having the opportunity to give me the opportunity to feature on your platform.
Thank you very much.
Most importantly, that this brief chat is very compelling at this point in time, because we need to tell our people how far we've gone and what to expect, what's been expected, probably within the year or by next year, actually. So, as we are fully aware by now, and through our different correspondences,
Yes.
we have filed every relevant document required of us before the Supreme Court in prosecution of the appeal, or asking the court to set aside the appeal against judgment of court of appeal. The government up to now has not filed any process in response, or even to prosecute their own appeal. We have filed our cross appeal, filed our briefs. We have filed also an application to set aside, to dismiss the appeal itself, and also file an appeal against the other thing, the execution of the appeal. So these are 4 different processes were filed before the Supreme Court, and they are all supported with brief arguments, which we are all filed timely within the time allowed under the rules of Supreme Court's fast track rules. So, but after strict rule, no date has been assigned for the hearing of this appeal, or even application to dismiss them. Though our elderly counsel, Chief Michael Zekome, saying he's doing everything legally permissible within the precinct of law to ensure that the date is given, and which I'm not going to detail about it. So, what I can say in effect, which shall probably bring it to a level our people understand, is the fact that the federal government has run out of option as presently, because I can assure you that if they have any case against a client, or if they think that this appeal or judgment of court appeal is not meritorious, they will be the first person to file the appellate brief after filing notice of appeal, to get the appeal heard timelessly, or during the special within time allowed under the contract rules. But to demonstrate, to tell you that they know that government is very erudite and is unassailable, they practically abandoned that judgment of court appeal. The appeal they filed. This appeal they filed. This appeal they filed since October 14th, 2022. They were delivered on October 13th. They filed appeal against the judgment of October 14th, being Friday. At the moment, they've not filed any appellate brief in support. And the first rules of Supreme Court says 9 days maximum to file appeals. And Court of Appeal on 28-day ruling was delivered on application for stay of execution, judgment of Court of Appeal. Also directed parties to compile records and transmit to Supreme Court within 7 days. Expectedly, the opponents of that records had to settle their briefs, and it was done. The records were transmitted timelessly within the time stated given by the Court of Appeal. But today to date, if not finally respond any brief for the Supreme Court, I'm going ahead to file our briefs. Go ahead to file our briefs on cross appeal will file, on cross appeal will file. Go ahead to file a brief on appeal challenging the other state execution of judgment of Court of Appeal, and also an application to set aside dismiss the appeal in view of the fact that the federal government has not shown diligence in prosecuting this appeal. So this will tell you that they are apparently in a tight corner and they cannot escape from it. It's a function of time. Because justice can only be delayed, they cannot be denied. We are firmly, the level team, eminently led by Chief Michael Zekomi, firmly convinced and convinced that there's no escape route for the federal government in this appeal. That I can assure you, there's no escape route whatsoever in this appeal file. So that is okay. So we are as it stands now, the Supreme Court has gone on annual vacation. So we are expecting that a date will be given most likely by January. That's our expectation. I may not go further than this, but we have done letters. Letters have been using to the process have been explored to ensure that these dates are given explicitly. So, and I believe something good will happen. And be assured that once this appeal is started, there's not two ways about it. We are believing 80% that something good it will end in praises and victory. There's not two ways about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And recently, just a few days ago, there were concerns about his health and feeding conditions and all that. We just want you to throw more light on that.
Well, it has been an issue we've been confronting over time. You are aware that Federal Court sometime in the past gave judgment, gave orders directing the SSSS to allow him access to his personal doctor, and also allow him practice religion with Judaism. And apart from another foundation directed in by Federal Court, Justice Nyako J. Well, the detention authority with SSS has flouted, grossly directed this foundation orders made by the court. Now, the issue of his health condition is something that has been giving us concerns. He has been on a regular medication, like every day he takes at least 10 tablets.
Okay.
That's a fact which everybody is aware of, including SFS. So, and he has to take the tablets to sustain, keep living. So, but sometimes they will deny him those medication, not that he will solve the problem. Just kind of a solution to management of his health, because they have no solution to his health, and that's part of the grounds and also for the court appearance, present for the Supreme Court. They have no solution to his health, present health condition. They have defied all solutions known to SSS and even the federal government. So giving him administering those drugs means as a solution to managing it. So he needs to exit from that place and go for proper medical checkup. So at most time they will deny him these drugs. So that was what happened last week. We complained about it. So though we were there on Monday, and in view of the time, limited time allow us to have chat with him, because our lead counsel, Chief Michael Zekomi, actually spent a little time with him on that Monday. So by the time they finished their discussion, the time allowed us to see him at elapsed. So I couldn't have further discussion with him, so that I'll see him tomorrow. So when I see him tomorrow, I will probably get further information as to level of their compliance with giving him drugs and food and all that. So we are also filing another action against the federal government which has to do with the manner in which he's being treated, the manner in which he's being subjected to all forms of torture, psychological and mental torture, where he's being turned. Also, we also be called to make further direction that they should give us a blood of his medical record. Let's know what his present medical condition. We need to have this records. So by tomorrow, hopefully, that will fight today. So, and probably by between tomorrow and next, we'll go public. So, subject to directive of the lead counsel. That action was filed this morning. So, but when I see him tomorrow, I'll get further details from him and ascertain his level of compliance, the drugs and food, whether he's been giving food as at when to, and also the drugs prescribed by doctor managing him. However, in view of that concerns, we also formally wrote to DGSSS and attached letter is a 1 million naira cash. We went there with to enable them to offer him all the needed medical attention, and also to procure the drugs which he takes on a regular basis. and also the food. So, but unfortunately, they rejected the money. They accepted the letter. So they said they will not take the money from us. So I went there personally, submitted the letter. I submitted it, not that it wasn't done through a third party. I was the person that submitted the money and letter. But they said they can't take the money, they rejected the money. So because we believe that probably maybe they don't have fund to take care of him. But I can have said I've read in many forums where they are claiming that they're spending huge amount of money, because of billions of naira to keep him, to maintain medical and also feed him. So probably that money, the money is not that needed to be found. So we have to assist them to make sure that we give them money to enable them to sustain treatment and also giving him, feeding him. So but they treated that money. So by tomorrow I'll see him and get other information from him as to the level of compliance and also to whether they have tried giving him food, and if they're giving him food, what kind of food they give him, because it's not it's allergic to certain type of food. So doesn't eat every food. I mean, our client Mazman the can. So let me know whether, because when they want to punish him, they will give him those food he doesn't want to eat. So and he said no, he will say no naturally. So this is what we need to get out clarified from him tomorrow. Not talking. So I'm probably after the visit I'll make my findings public to the world and also to all these remote children. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. And just recently on the 13th of October, to be very precise, on the day Mazen Namdekano got a victory at the Appeal Court, I heard specifically from the legal Iruko from himself, Chief Mike Uzokome, when he referred to you as a legal intellectual. And ever since then, I have this very reserved respect for you on that. And I now came to remember when and how you came into this case. You know, in 2015, 2016, I may not be specific with the year and all that, how difficult it was for lawyers to come into the case, and you came into this very case, and we still have troubled you have been, all these threats and so many other things that have come against you because of this case. I just want you to talk or speak to Biafrans and your clients, you know, because so many of them from some quarters are beginning to see that the way that they are afraid that you might abandon this case, and they don't want anything like that to happen. I want to hear from you in particular. You are a man of sincerity. Speak to them. Are you giving up on this case? Are you going to abandon this case because of the threats and intimidations from various agents, federal government agents and authorities?
Thank you so much. Yeah. You see, there are things I don't usually give attention to, and one of those things is short threat. So I don't think it's important to me because I have a resolution of this case. This is not the case I actually forced myself into. The case I have a divine connection, and when God sends you an assignment, you must accomplish it. And let me tell you something you should know. If God has sent me on this assignment, offers me protection at every time, and always clothe me with wisdom to maneuver every situation of life. Because I know that my allegiance goes to God. I'm a person that who's afraid of, who's very circumspect of things I do. So I have come a long way in this case, and there's nothing whatsoever on the face of this earth that will deter me from proceeding with this case until Maziman can is released. Nothing. No matter what. Nothing whatsoever. That amount of threat from anybody, from any individual, from government institution, from the agent that will deter me, or from some misguided elements who will sit at the comfort of their bedroom and be shooting threats and sending me voice notes. I just when I look at it, I don't listen to most. Let me just use to tell them I don't listen to those voice messages that send it to me, because I know they are not informed. I challenge him, if you say you're a man, come out, want to go and see, wait for me somewhere. Let me for you. I've passed through several traverse and take an account of this case. I have not been deterred. The history of what has happened to me in the course of management of this case. You comes the person who can be easily calm. I will not be there. With respect to what they are doing, and let me just tell what they are doing in effect. Those who are doing this, I believe they are faceless. 1, 2. Their intention is just to discourage me. But I'm not the person that gives into prayer. You know me very well. If you go to somebody that knows me, will tell you. Look, I started fighting the establishment and the bourgeoisie and the oppressors in when I was a young lawyer. I started doing this work, fight. Say at the world, the strongest person wherever you and you friends with anybody or probably you oppress anybody who is like, I will come out and challenge you. So during that those time, nobody has a capacity to bring me to either calm me or probably to discourage me from what's but those things are not important to me. The key or the focus at this point in time is for us to do everything humanly possible to ensure that we do this out. Oh, what happened in secondary? I most time why even or ordinarily I was kept quiet over time about things some people were saying, some people who apparently are on a different mission. But I went to court because there are things I need to be clarified. And there are things I need some people to come and explain. So because of their probably violent and the other declarations, which are all confounded, falsehood, and capable of giving a wrong impression, we do. So, and that's what I can do as a lawyer. And as I told you, some people have done things they probably think they can influence me to change my position as far as that is concerned.
Yes, I was coming to that. I was coming to that. Just yesterday, most notably, there are some Igbo people I saw that were writing. Well, I say they are Igbo people because I know one who lives in the United Kingdom, a doctor, a medical doctor, or should I say a physician. He was the one that wrote on his wall that Bar Ifeanyi Ejiofor has withdrawn his case. I was coming to that to ask you to clarify on that, even though I have seen it below in your press release, but I want you to speak to people on this.
Maybe if I got you have come a long way too in this process. But I know when I met you on this course of management of this case, it's not today, it's over 7 years ago.
Yes.
So you should have known what they call strategies. So these guys are strategists. They have their own way of manipulating information. Probably they are misguided followers. So me, I don't usually join issues with such persons, but they are actually out to cause mischief. And if you respond to them or probably do a rejoinder, it will amount to giving them relevance or probably shifting the goalpost in the middle of the match. So before I went to court, it was a careful decision I took before going to court. And I doubt if anybody will influence me to change to withdraw that matter in court. Nobody was because issues involved are so many. So I may not go into details of what's before the court because it's now sub judice. But it will come out one after the other. Actually, I wouldn't want that to distract me. I've gone to court. My lawyers are in court. They have people who are managing that case, not me. And so I'm actually concerned with winning this matter to get him out. So I have a team of lawyers who are in charge of that aspect of the case. And I've not even I have not even think about discontinuing the action, and I don't think I'll discontinue it. It can't happen because it can't happen because it's an action founded on real facts, hard facts. So that need to be established before the court. So I may not go into the details of what's before the court or details of what I'm doing, but be assured I got that that's total falsehood, blatant lie, and other of misleading people who are following. So I actually brought it in probably yesterday or on Monday. But a lot of people are asking me questions. People who believe in me, who believe in search of what you are doing. They were worried about. No, don't bother yourself. Don't get worried. You should trust me. You should trust me because I'm the one who is involved. Okay. So thank you so much.
It's all right. Well, once more, very, very important still on this case. I want you to clear this. Some people are saying that this particular case we're talking about is IPOB, or is it your case against those who are accusing you wrongly, or has it anything to do also with IPOB?
You should not forget the fact that I'm the lead counsel to IPOB. Yes. And what affects me affects the group I represent. And this thing for embarrassment and threat are coming because I represent IPOB. So, and they're also concerned about things happening around me. So I went to court as an individual, and who is concerned about things happening around me, and who is concerned about things they're saying about me, and who is concerned about some violent declarations and other issues I may not mention here. So, and also as an international figure, international lawyer, with a very high level, people respect me across the world. There are things that someone will say about me, and I don't need to go and do issue with him on social media, or travel to where the person is and start arguing with him. No, I have a very smart way of resolving it. And even if you think you're in help, when the time comes, you know that where you are is closer to where I am. So I don't think it's a bad. I understand the game very well. I'm a very experienced lawyer when it comes to this kind of thing. So, and I know how to go about it. I've done it in the past and I succeeded. Those that are waiting for me that think I've forgotten them, they wait when the time is right. They will see. And when I will strike with my court judgment and other things, I will strike beyond the belt. So the point is that if it's a personal matter I undertook to challenge grave infractions on my right and other issues that has to do with the group I represent. So because of time, it would remain public. Without the entire parts of the case will be in the open. So that's the position.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we round up, I want to ask you, like a week or so ago, you made to the public to know that one of your clients, Solomon Oyebla, has been granted bail, and want to get an update. Has it been released, and to rejoin his family and all that? Want to know if processing his bail?
Things I've been explaining to our people, which I will use to emphasize, and also to reiterate once again, is that we are into a very serious situation as far as their friends are concerned. If people understand, that's why when people make certain declarations about violence, about killings, I'm worried because those that suffer it are innocent people who doesn't know anything. So someone will be saying something from Austria, and someone will be carrying out those probably obnoxious orders and instructions. What I'm saying in effect is that our people are being arrested on daily basis. Even as I speak to you, people are being kidnapped. Because if you call it arrest when someone is arrested and taken to the police station, and relatives will come and tell them the person is in the police station being detained, you go and come tomorrow, let's have an interview and interrogate him or probably ask him questions. But this time around, someone will be abducted from the upper land and you will see the person again. And the worst thing is if you go to the SSS to ask them, they'll tell the person is not there. So this situation will find ourselves in Solomon's case. Solomon will pursue that case from the police to SSS back to the police. So after I speak to you, I have not set my eyes on Solomon since he was abducted from Imo State. We filed action against the police, against the SSS, and we pursued it. Even when the court made an order, the court made an order in the course of the proceedings that they should produce him in court live under there, and that was when they stopped coming to court. You know, from the court, they stopped coming to court. When the court made an order, issued an order that they should produce him in court. We insisted it must be produced in court, and the police stopped coming to court. So the point that because they know that we are aiming towards getting him, seeing him physically, and probably knowing his teeth, and they ran away from court before the man was delivered in favor. So these are things we know we shall overcome legally. So, and that's why I usually tell people to be circumspect of their utterances, circumspect of their movement, because a lot are happening. If I tell you the number of arrests that are being made on being brought to the here, you won't believe it. But it's something that has a time and we naturally takes us out. I believe and as strong, most of them, that those in the likes of Solomon will be released, and we're pursuing it. We've gotten the court order, and we're still moving on to ensure that they obey that court judgment of the court. This is a full judgment of the court, not even an order of court. So it's a full judgment of the court, and there are other consequential orders the court made when after the judgment. So which form part of the judgment of the court. So we are taking steps to ensure that this time around we commit certain persons who are in breach of this order to contempt. So though this country is a place where people have no respect for rule of law, There's where people do anything they want to do and get free from it. Last time we heard about how a high court of FCC committed IT to for content. That the order was set aside. But procedurally, let go speak. When an order of committal is issued against a person head of a state against, you don't appeal against it. You must go for obey that order. But here a lot of things changes, a lot of things happen. So we are praying to God and most certainly that we'll be out and we're not less resting. Let me say this thing because of for the people who are calling me there on the days asking about it. We are not resting our oaths, must ensure that wherever he is wherever he is, they're hiding him. We must push him out there using the instrumentality of the law. So that I can assure you. And others, because what happened, let me say this in a manner that you understand it. What we usually encounter in the course of managing some of these cases that SSS will be okay, police we arrest somebody, we tell him shortly probably at the state at the head of at the state quarters of where he was abducted and brought him to Abuja. When you go to court to challenge the police, they will carry the person and probably send it another formation or the security formation. So you think the person is in the police, still in the police custody. So these are things we are managing, trying to find a way of going about it. So we are sure, praying firmly that we'll be out and we'll be out and others who also, God has also granted bread and the director they should be released unconditionally. They also will be out. So that's our prayers. And we're not resting our hopes. I'm not being distracted because we know that we have a covenant with God to do this thing. We're not respecting man, we're respecting God. And our cry and the canon and so much confidence in me. But I mean, this thing, led by the chief and just by me. So it has no shaking, kind of a confidence or problem. So he has so much confidence in me and trust. So, and I can never betray him. That I can assure of that. So, God, those who are then the best of destruction, those who have been hired, those who have been paid to probably destroy the process. Because of course, you know, what is playing out now, giving real attention, is capable of ruining the process. But I usually tell people that we are all equals. We are people respect us because they believe we have this intellect. We believe we have the capability to reason. One day I was in court, one of the senior superior courts we have in this land. A friend of mine from Yoruba State was asking me, he engaged me in a discussion. I was like, I know Igbos as very hardworking people who are very white. Why is it that someone will be talking, saying something, and they will not even think about it too wide? They won't even listen, they won't even kind of critical analyze what the person is saying, and they'll start listening. Is he helping the cause of Igbos or is he destroying the cause of Igbos? The Yoruba man, a fellow lawyer who worked in a court and was engaged me. We are discussing. I said, I don't know what's happening to some of our people. Most times we think some of them are being patronized or some of them are being given money to do that. I mean, those who are heading it are those who are actually following it, not those who are saying it. You know the truth. You are you who are
Yes.
applicable to you, my mother in the village. There are things we say to my mother in the village. I will engage you. That explain to her very well. So, but the point is, I want people who celebrate madness all over the social media platforms talk. You know they are not part of you. You know they are there on a problem, different mission, rather than what you are pursuing. So, and it's ability for people to understand and appreciate that look, these guys are boom bomb. They're not part of the system. They're not part of the process. So, how can you tell somebody certain things are saying and you believe the person? Even if you are fools, even if you are talking to an illiterate who didn't go to secondary school or primary school, you will ask him, you will put technical questions you will not ask. So our approach will be wise enough to understand and also appreciate when they are being misguided by misleading information or falsehood. They should be wise enough, and it's very, very important at this point in time. Very, very important at this point in time. Because we are in a very critical stage as far as this matter is concerned. Very critical stage as far as concerned. You will see what all I've been saying, how they are playing out. how the desperate effort of the establishment to blackmail the movement. You can see it playing out all over the place. So these are things the people have to be very careful about. The criminal will go to a market and steal. They will say it's IPOB. The criminal will go somewhere and commit an offense. They will not even, they will say it's IPOB. So, and those people have signature to say that this guys are not IPOB. And IPOB will be shouting on top of their voice every day. You're not part of this. Don't do this. Don't do that. You do this. You're not part of what? Criminals that they're there. They're pushing them. So you won't even pay attention to what they're saying. So how can I call you? How can I say that Chinwendo in the noon, the afternoon, I'll call you Chinwendo that you're a criminal? Then tomorrow you can't do something, Mr. S will say I'm the one. You are doing it for me. Is it possible? So, and because it's done for the purpose of ensuring that they attract international condemnation and probably recognition of what's happening in this system. So we have to be very careful about that. That's my advice to them. Very careful at this point in time. Know who to listen and who not to listen. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Before your parting word, I want to say this to you and also appreciate you. Mostly the friends who are commenting below this live chat are also sending in their greetings to you. They are sending in their greetings and encouraging you. I know about one thing, being somebody who have been in the media for some time, I can understand how blackmail works and intimidation was. It's a tool of the opposition and oppressors. And coming from the victory of the 13th October, the attack intensified on you. And the attack intensified on you mostly. And getting to hear that very commendation, or should I say that very praise that was coming from the legal Iroko himself, because we understand before a man of the caliber of Chief Ozokome could come out in the public and call or recommend somebody to be somebody like you or anybody to be a legal intellectual, he must have seen something in you to have said, and maybe it got them very angry that why should he say that and that. They intensified their attack on you. So I want you to know that not only that you are a lawyer to Mazen Namdekan and IPOB, you have become like a hope to so many people. So when these attacks are coming, other people feel your pains as well, and they stand in for you. They want to encourage, they're encouraging you. So many people have sent in their greetings, and I want you to know that you are not standing alone. For so long as you are standing on the right side and you're still speaking the truth, say doing the right thing the way you've been doing it for about 7 years, we've known you in this case. We are solidly, so many people, thousands and millions of our people are solidly behind it. Those who are attacking you are only but very few. Pinch, they can't, they are very few. And in the hiding, except those who are their front runners, those who are their leaders, who are living abroad. Having this destruction.
Addition to what you're saying, if you want to access their opinion, or general feelings about things that happens outside, to the east. Often listen to our people here. Whatever you big fat yourself and live. Go to the market. Let me go to the market there. The market. Let me go there now and see what will happen. All of them will. What's happening? What are you doing? What are you doing for? Yesterday I wasn't there. Yesterday I was there. The market. What happened to the market? They do their shop. Yeah, they private. They were, all of them came to me. I was just listening. I was reviewing them. They were asking me, okay, don't know what I said. So how can I tell these people? Not find them into something. I'm not new to this kind of situation because it happened in 2015 just like you don't know. It happens. So it's something I'm familiar with. It doesn't worry me. So it doesn't worry me. And I'm a full-fledged man. So I'm not worried about this. Once I know I'm focused. The ball, my eyes is always on the ball. You can see me now. My eyes is always on the ball. What's the ball? You know, from now, they can nothing. You know, what out now? What a breach. When they're home since I'm still managing. Outside IPOB cases. Of course, we don't have to work.
Of course.
Conduct case. Last week I was do my case. I go do my case. I travel all of the house to go and do my case. But that is not to do that again. So we are very busy time. So thank you very much. And for our host, as I always say to people like you and people who are so committed to saying things all right, do not be do not be disturbed, do not be discouraged. You will see something worse than this. If you didn't pass through this process, not a shape picture. You pass through this process to stand people again. So it's something I'm very familiar with. So and when the grandmother thing will come, you see those people hide themselves in shame. You talk again. Once William is out of this place, they will disappear within the talk about. You won't hear them talk again. You hear them talk about. So let's not be discouraged. Let's be focused and make sure to get it correct. And we're doing everything humanly permissible. Legally permissible within our capacity to ensure it's out. And believe me, most strongly I'm showing you that you'll be released. You'll be out unconditionally. Don't do it about it. We know the law have the law with us. And our league council, the local of our time, who is very distinguished in practice of law, is there. A wise man. He's still with. And we are together there. And we are sure that will get it correct. I will be out. This is not the first one. One before. And what please come up you, the judgment in our favor. I wish, I believe, took them on away. But they all interpreted the law before them. The laws and facts and circumstances present before them. So, which made it impossible for them to challenge that decision. I speak to you, they practically abandoned the appeal. They've not filed appellate brief. You cannot file an empty notice of appeal and abandon it. I want you to come and argue on it.
Yes, of course.
Come and argue on what the notice of appeal. I will support you. You filed the appeal in October 14th. Abandon. What they want to do is to use this judgment appeal to delay the release. That's all. And without digging, we know what they are doing. The person also come saying my legal mentor is far 1,000 steps ahead of them. I'm going to tell you what are going on. Let me because the sense of what they are doing. You can the call that on 18th or 28th of October. That was when the order for stay was granted. The court mandated them to compile and transmit the practice within 7 days. Now, some of that courts here transmitted, they compiled and translated. They're on away. I know it will be difficult for them, near impossible for them to attack that appeal, that judgment. They know. Do you think they know? They know. They can't escape it. So it's a function of little more time. And we should not, in the course of doing that, make mistakes. I'll tell people to exercise patience, pray for him, and also show solidarity. And also insist. Plausible, permissible ways for that to not be released. I don't advocate for violence. I don't advocate somebody to go and take laws to his hands. My advice is for you to right of protest, right, but it's a civil right, the control right. You can't be protesting in any state, protested in another state, in another state. I'm going to be elected. Nobody. There's no one I'll be saying. Nobody. So this is a civic crime. And it's constitutionally guaranteed. So and by doing that all over the place, people understand what's playing out. So the people should maintain. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the legitimate means of expressing acts and also our discontentness, our problem, our dissatisfaction with what's playing out. Court of Appeal has directed that it should be released unconditionally. It should not be prosecuted again. It should not be tried on any court in Nigeria. Why can't you get that on them? The ruling was brought here on 29th on 26th of June. Taken to court on 29th. And that was when I should have demanded the necessary custody. State. You don't choose the order to obey.
And the one not to obey.
So don't be discouraged. I advise my people, advise my clients, and also as we Chineke to be focused at this point in time. We know distraction will be coming because they are paid to do that. We are being paid to do that to cause distraction for a purpose. If there's no distraction, you can't be focused. Someone will be distracting you, someone will be driving. You tell the person, give me. I'm going to this place. I have a vision. I have where I'm going to. In fact, I forgot about that are not important. That people probably after taking or whatever they call it, they start with saying rubbish. If you consider a man, yourself a man, come to Biafra land.
Yes, of course. On that concern, still on Chief Ozokome, just a few days ago, he made a press release where warning some people not to use his name or his legal name to raise funds on the case of his client, Mazen Nandekana, and all that. This is a thing of concern and all that. And also, I still want to ask you, the interview, you mentioned that the legal team went there with a million naira cash and it was rejected. And we have to say all these things because it's already the public. We have to say all these things because there's a man, an agent somewhere in Finland who he likes capitalizing on issues like this. When he sees something, he want to use it to capture the minds of our people, to defraud them and all that, puts them in a dangers and all that. He quickly made a video that he was going to be giving 2 million for the feeding of our leader and all that. But this is the man who said he's remaining 70 something years for Biafra to come. So why are you committing 2 million for every month? So I want you to say something concerning. Did you receive any money from any quarters? Perhaps they might be claiming that they have sent you money and all that. This is their antics and how they work. So you are good to make clarifications on that.
My brother Shiwendo, we have come a long way. I don't dignify characterless persons. I don't give credibility to people who has something else they're doing other than probably looking for an opportunity like this to at least to probably exploit their vulnerable followers and all. So I don't think commenting on the activities of certain persons means define the bomb. So let me just limit myself to what happened on Tom Monday. The fact is that, and I'll come to this later, the fact is that police specifically, can specifically directed the very requested Chief Michael Zeko, SA and our council, to make 1 million available to SSS. If they have no money to buy him to get him drugs, they have no money to feed him. And that request was accompanied with a letter. They don't have music. Should be in the that money, we do a very compelling letter to that effect, expressing our perfection and also our concerns about his concerns too, and legal position about what's playing out around him. We stand by our elder-led council and attached the sum of 1 million naira. I submitted the money. So when the lot are going on about issues he raised about people who are using his name to collect money, America, and it's something I've been stating. Just that it was brought to the attention by a person who feel concerned about his integrity and personality. So, and he investigated it. I investigated that situations and also before he responded. And when it continued, he have to issue a disclaimer. Just like where I am now, if I'm listening to someone who mentioned me as using my name to collect money, you won't say it because nobody's giving me money. I'm not giving you money. So you can't say you're collecting doing foraging on the Ejiofor's yard. You can't say that. Because if you say it, I'll come and tell you you're not giving me any money. So don't say it. So that's the fact. Then our people, what I usually tell people, it's like we are all evils. If I listen to you speak to me in the morning about a subject, then I'll listen to you speak to me in the afternoon about a subject. I'll listen to you again, speak to me in the evening about the subject. Then I'll listen to you again tomorrow. Next tomorrow in a week, I'll come back home. Analyze all you're telling me.
Yes.
The simple assignment.
Very simple.
It's not the function of somebody shouting. It's simple assignment. Just yourself. If I can sit down and analyze what someone is telling you. The conclusion of the other person is mentally deranged. Believe me, you're not happy with 3 Igbo songs. If you come to any other conclusion apart from the fact that the person is mentally deranged or is a fraudster or a scammer, then you know that you have something wrong with your things. It's pure business. Think about, listen to what the person tells in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He did not insist to tell you to later to leave to check the goalpost. He did not tell you. But I believe some people are just there for to cause mischief.
Yes.
You know why in law, yeah? You know law. Pay the proper someone. You are caught. And probably that and probably the course of time. In the course of investigation, Mr. B was arrested. And Mr. B said the property was sold to me by Mr. D. The property belongs to Mr. A. Now, Mr. B is the principal offender, B,
Yes.
who stole the property. Mr. C is the receiver. Do you know in law why penalty ascribed to Mr. B in this circumstance is more severe? Mr. C, the one who received, than the person who stole. Because the person who received is the one who is encouraging
you to steal more.
When you are contributing to activities of a fraudster, you are encouraging the person.
Exactly.
And who is the most who is the factor in the eye of the by activities, donating, contributing money, clapping hands without sitting down to reason. You are the one who is encouraging it. Nothing the person. Even the person. So let me just I just kind of a by way of digress. So I believe let's be guided appropriately. Let's remain focused. Let's have our eyes on the ball. Let's be prayerful. Let's be civil. Let's ensure that we do things that will enable us to get total victory to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is out. That's what I'm telling people. We should be focused and remember that it's God. We can't achieve that by instigating those to go and kill our brothers. We can't achieve that by instigating people that can go on rampage and onslaught. See what's happening at your Hamu today. It's what happening at Hamu Enugu State today. Now, will you have moral justification to come out and condemn and say that our people are being killed? Will you have it to some extent? Because when our people are being killed by foreigners who are coming to our land to kill our people, now they can do everything humanly possible to ensure
Their security.
they are secured. They are not being exposed to the kill. Both our children, mothers and sisters are being slaughtered. And are actually being aided by those who should protect them.
Yeah.
But now, we Igbos go after our people, go and kill them, but pregnant people, kill them, in name of whatever you call it. And those who are not for power from that part of the country are laughing at us. Why can't we dissipate that energy to protect our people? Why can't we dissipate those energy effort in protecting our people? So let's want to go for it. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate them.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A wonderful Christmas holiday, and this opportunity for us to go back and pray. Mr. Rise against 213 and 223 and commit everything activities of this period into the hands of God to go Kabian. I'm believing God we are going to come out victorious. We are going to see all of us are going to be alive to wish everyone to be. Nothing will happen to us. Even you. So give me, I'll be alive. My family, my workers will be alive. Nothing will happen to everybody. So because we have paid our dues and God is always with us. So as you are traveling home, pray for one blessing, go and fro, and pray for us to give our people opportunity to back home, see them, interact with them. Those who need help will be helped. Those who need any form of assistance will be assisted. So I will have development in our land.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. We want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate everyone who has been with us in these few minutes of this incisive and very intelligent charge. Attorney, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire. Thank you very much, sir. Whenever we need you need us, so we can still come around, and whenever we knock on your door to get one or two things please do open your door for us. We want to wish everyone who has been with us here for the able Christians a happy Christmas in advance and a prosperous New Year in advance. My name is Agocha Chiwando, standing in for Truth and Peace Writers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for